The welfare of your child is often your top priority as a mother. If something were to happen to your child, it would be horrifying. That mother elephant situation was like this. Zookeepers rushed to the baby's aid when its mother elephant was unable to rouse him up. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. The Czech Republic's capital city is home to the Prague Zoo, a zoo. It was established in 1931 with the goal of researching and safeguarding animals. It is among the world's most well-known and well-regarded zoos. The Prague Zoo has been appreciated by visitors from all over the world. Indian elephants were among the many species of animals housed in the Prague Zoo. A couple Indian elephants experienced an awful incident one day. People were astonished to see the mother and kid elephants on camera. The mother, Janita, and infant Max were the members of this elephant family. The father, Mekong, is not shown in the film. The elephants in the Prague Zoo have lots of room to roam about and play because the facility is so vast. The region known as Elephant Valley is home to the elephants. It was created specifically to accommodate these massive creatures so they would have ample room to dwell. Particularly fond of playing, baby Max was frequently spotted scurrying around or pleading with others to pay him attention. It was difficult for the baby elephant to be serious all the time because he was still so young. The elephant was really charming at the same time. Another well-known miraculous elephant was baby Max. Max was the first elephant to be conceived and born in the history of the Czech nation. At the Prague Zoo, there were 8 newborn elephants. One of the top elephant breeding zoos in Europe is this one. Mekong, Shanti, Donna, Janita, Tamara, Tony, Gulab, and the well-known Max are among the 8 elephants under their care. Although Max had been famous since birth, he was set to become famous once more. The Prague Zoo is making every effort to save these endangered Indian elephants. In order to better understand these creatures and provide them with the care they need, researchers study them. They hope to have these elephants together for many years. To make sure these creatures receive the greatest care possible, they collaborate with other conservationists throughout Southeast Asia. Elephants desire to be treated differently from the many people who treat them badly in many places of the world. They want to make sure that Max, the newborn elephant, and the other elephants are doing well, and that there will be many more of them. Regretfully, the population of those elephants has decreased to half of what it was 70 years ago. These elephants are in grave risk of going extinct. Thus, action must be taken to save them. The environmentalists are frightened by this and are making every effort to prevent this nightmare from occurring. The primary source of their risk is other people. Huge tracts of forest have been cleared and converted to agriculture or towns for human habitation. The elephant's ability to live a healthy life is hampered by this. It is rather depressing, and it seems sense that the zookeepers would be concerned. Even the zookeepers can experience anxiety occasionally. Their goal is to maintain the highest level of health for the elephants. The employees worry a great deal when they aren't. Since so many of them have passed away, it is imperative that as many deaths as possible be avoided. There are already far too many dead elephants. The youngest, the miracle elephant, baby Max, is the source of particular concern for the staff. He isn't cautious enough and can't accomplish everything by himself, much like human babies. Usually, the elephant family and the personnel have to watch over him to make sure nothing goes wrong. Max was running around playing one day, just like he always did. Max frequently exhibits this behavior, which is expected of him at the zoo, but recently he displayed some odd behavior. He cheerfully ran about before collapsing onto the ground. Max simply stopped moving and laid down without warning. There appears to be a problem. His lips was slightly open, but his eyes were closed. What was happening to little Max? Was he all right? Janita, his mother, appeared to be concerned as well. She approached her kid and regarded him with a worried and perplexed expression. Subsequently, the zoo staff saw how peculiar Max was lying on the ground and how apprehensive his mother was, standing directly behind him. Everyone became quite alarmed. Max didn't appear to move or even get up. His appearance was alarming. To make it all the more horrifying, infant Max's body began to twitch. Unsure of what to do, his mother began to wander about him nervously. Max remained still as she attempted to rouse him. Mother Janita persisted in her attempts to rouse him up, pressing and petting him with her trunk. Nothing to see Max remained motionless as he lay there on the ground. It was no longer natural that this was taking so long. As soon as the zookeepers sensed anything was wrong, they raced towards Max. Around the newborn elephant, there was a gathering of people. Everyone could see that Max was motionless and appeared to be dead. It was horrifying. They were clueless about what was going on and how to proceed. Now, infant Max was being tried to rouse up by one of the zookeepers. He began to gently prod Max, but he made no move to react. Max remained in that position, eyes closed and nearly dead. The zookeeper attempted to move the elephant about and push him a little harder, but he received no response at all. Everyone in the vicinity began to become increasingly anxious. Just as Max sprung to his feet and resumed his play, the zookeeper burst out laughing, as like he hadn't just startled everyone. Max appeared to have recovered completely and was back to his normal self. Everyone who viewed the video, who also witnessed all of this, was stunned. Millions of people finally saw the video. The video was criticized by a good number of people as well. It was seen by several that the zookeeper had attempted to rouse the infant animal by using a device known as a bullhook. This type of weapon is employed in the torture of animals. When some viewers realized this, they became enraged. People were shocked to learn that the zookeeper was using one of these illegal metal hooks, especially because the zoo was well known for its humane treatment of its animals. Nobody questioned this. On the other hand, several individuals spoke up for the zookeepers. In the unlikely event that something goes wrong, the hook is employed for both safety and personal protection. Though opinions differed, it was discovered that this hook isn't always abused. There were no signs of cruelty on the part of the animals at the Prague Zoo. One of the top 5 zoos in the world is this one. With the cute infant Max in particular, the zookeepers really genuinely have the best interests of these creatures at heart and have no malicious purpose. For these species, the Prague Zoo has performed well. The zookeepers guarded these elephants, who were on the verge of extinction. Elephants in Asia and India are still in grave risk of extinction. Had it not been for them, the elephant could have already gone extinct. These animals may now live contented lives and even procreate. Baby Max is a prime illustration of it. For many other creatures, the same holds true. Every employee at the Prague Zoo puts out great effort to conserve and provide for these creatures. The zoo's breeding, teaching, and conservation initiatives will enhance the life of the animals. Even though he startled everyone that day, including his mother, Baby Max is doing just well. This young elephant enjoys playing. However, occasionally too much play wears him out. This is what took place. As usual, Baby Max was running around at that moment and eventually got so exhausted that all he wanted to do was lay down for a little while. He didn't realize how anxious his surroundings were, so he immediately got back up and resumed playing after those brief moments of relaxation. This is a regular occurrence for young elephants. Sometimes newborn elephants might sleep for so long that when someone attempts to wake them up, they won't even hear anything. Max the baby was just dozing off. He was just too weary and slept like a baby, so when his mother and the zookeeper tried to wake him up, he didn't respond. Even for us humans, this is not unusual. Your body may occasionally become so exhausted that you won't hear anything while you're asleep. Elephants are amazing creatures. Even now, fresh information is continuously being discovered about them by researchers. In order for these magnificent creatures to coexist with humans for a very long time, they ought to be provided with extensive protection. If one day there were none remaining, it would be tragic. As a subspecies of Asian elephants, these Indian elephants are mostly found in the forests of Sri Lanka and India. The Prague Zoo's elephants were imported all the way from Asia to Europe. Up to 11,000 pounds can be found in them. African elephants have the potential to grow considerably larger and heavier than these. It seems sense that the acts of infant Max alarmed others. Naturally, it is typical for a mother to always want to safeguard her small child. The most precious possession a woman can have is her child, and moms and their children have an amazing and incomprehensible link. Furthermore, infant Max had several additional caregivers who were determined to keep him safe at all costs. That little trick of his made the others nervous, as it should have. Fortunately, it was only a brief, carefree snooze. and little Max will carry on with his usual playful antics. He doesn't seem to run out of energy very frequently, and when he does, a quick nap puts him back to sleep quickly so he can play again. When little Max the elephant stopped moving, what did you think? Tell us about it in the comments. We'd be interested in knowing. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.